Andy, kicking it with Andy, kicking it with Andy, kicking it with Andy, kicking it with Andy.
What is going on, everyone? We got a Kicker Warhorse here, and we're gonna go down memory lane, talking everything about it, A to Z. And you know what? We might need a DeLorean for this, so make sure you guys hold tight. And do not forget to enter the giveaway, guys. I mean, come on. And man, the other grand prize just on Kicking It with Andy, the 50% off discount code. Man, Slamology, Base Wars, there's so many giveaways Kicker does. We love you guys. Thank you, Kicker, Steve, and the gang. Everyone else, make sure you sit tight, grab your favorite beverage, and I think you guys are going to like this intro. If you've never seen it before, you're going to love it. I will see you guys in 3 minutes.
In a world of mobile audio, one amp will dominate. Decades of anticipation, from inception to creation. $68.8 pounds of fuel. $10,000 watts of brutal, dominating power. Introducing the Kicker Warhorse WX 10,000.1. Kicker Warhorse WX 10,000.1. The most powerful and efficient monaural amplifier in mobile audio, found anywhere in the world. Only one, the Kicker Warhorse WX 10,000.1. Revolutionary patent-pending signal-modulated design amplifies audio signal directly, therefore eliminating power-wasting elements found in conventional designs. Specifically designed for competition, only driving extremely high-power rated speakers. There's only one, Warhorse WX 10,000.1. Unconventional and unrivaled, it's earth-shaking, deep, bottom in. Designed and crafted using the highest quality components available. A circuit board 50% thicker than industry standard for the strongest foundation. Get ready to rock your world with 10,000 RMS true watts by one output. Sheer raw power. Kicker's Warhorse WX 10,000.1. 70 square millimeters of solid copper bus bars for optimal current transfer. Robust 50 ampere Anderson speaker connectors. 4 high-density compact planar transformers for reliable, efficient, and consistent RMS operation. Power and drive extremely high-rated speakers without banks of bulky, heavy amplifiers. Only one, the Kicker Warhorse WX 10,000.1. 10,000 watts of brutal, dominating power. Kicker's Warhorse WX 10,000.1.
Are we live? Thank you, guys. I just gave Bill a message to set up the event. Awesome. Starting off great. But hey, you know what? Today is Tuesday, and I have been dying to do this show. You guys are going to love it. I got a lot of content for you guys, and we got a Warhorse sitting right over there. It's going to be an awesome, awesome show. And man, A to Z with this 10,000 watt amplifier. The thing is huge. Like I can't get over it, of just the size of it, the power of it, especially back then. Mine is a 2008 model. I believe these came out in 2007. And the efficiency, we're going to go over all of it. And I got one sitting right over there, of course. And we'll get some nice close-ups on it. Appreciate you guys tuning in with me tonight. I've been really working hard to get a lot of this stuff ready for the show. I actually had a different topic for today, and then I just happened to buy a Warhorse on Saturday. I'm like, I can't. I gotta talk about it. So I appreciate you guys hanging out with me tonight, and say hello to Chris. I don't know if he's doing okay or not. He seems a little slumped. Past couple days, he's been a little weird. I don't know what it is. Hopefully he's okay. Appreciate you guys hanging out with me tonight. And as soon as that link works, let me know, guys. I appreciate you. You guys are always on it. I know I was doing a few things before the show, and I noticed it wasn't on. I'm like, Bill got it. He got it. Thank you, Baba. No, you know what? That is an old school commercial hidden in the depths of YouTube, and I got a few more of those coming down for the rest of the show. It's going to be fun, man. It's an awesome commercial. Really is. What's going on, CM? Base Enclosures, thank you for tuning in. Nice find, man. I got lucky finding this thing. And Tim, thank you so much for selling me your Warhorse. Been talking to him. I told him, come on the show. You know what I mean? In the comment section. And why not? He's an awesome guy. And the build that he had in there was insane. He actually bought the truck as is 6 months ago, and he's like, I don't need 10,000 watts and 815s. So man, I'm just lucky that I found one, and with you guys, you made it happen. We're going to talk about it, go A to Z. We got the manual, we got blogs, we got everything. It's going to be an awesome show, so make sure you guys sit tight. If you guys got any questions, let me know now, because we got a lot to go. Baba, thank you for tuning in, man. I appreciate you. And Stu, what's going on, dude? I actually forgot to pull that up. I wrote it down on my little list. There's a little checklist that I do, like, hey, what do I have to do for the show? And yeah, I have to throw up I was going to do it later, but since we got Stu here, oh, that's not the right group. Project what? Wink, wink. The build of the week on Kicker Club, Stu did an awesome job in this Buick GNX, I believe. Beautiful build with the CX amplifiers and the gold and the brand new little 3.5s or 2.75s. Those are awesome. I love them. Stu, you do great. Amazing work. Look at those edges. Would you just look at that? It is awesome, and if you guys aren't a member of Kicker Club already, go join. If you're not, you're missing out on a lot of stuff, man. Lots of stuff. It's awesome, and I appreciate all you guys hanging out with me tonight. V13, what is going on? Thank you for tuning in. Brian Townsend, appreciate that you are here. Paul Harris, what is going on? What's up, Andy? You know what? Just talking about the Warhorse. I never thought I would get one. When I got, well, it's actually this one here. When I picked up this Solo X off of Nate Brink, he actually had one, and he sold the amp like a month before that I got the sub. And I'm like, man, come on, like, okay, that's fine. It's fine. I never thought I'd get my hands on one, and finally, 11 years later, I've had this sub since 2012, so it took a while, but man, patience is virtue, just like the Solo X, L7X stuff. Man, did you guys see this video? We got any sound? Yeah, we should have sound here. I don't know if that'll work. Nope, that's not going to work. Darn it, 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 darn it. I've been doing too many things here. Here we go. Look at them guys going. What's going on, Deviant? Appreciate that you are here, man. Yeah, he needs a little bit of milk, Baba. It's just so cool to see these guys going, and I'm sure, eventually I will be throwing them on a Warhorse, but probably not 212s. Probably not 212s. That's awesome. That is so cool. That is so cool. Yeah, I have a few extra things going on here. That's why I'm getting confused, because I got a lot of cameras going on. I got it down, but now I'm adding extra things. I had to show you guys that, though, man. Appreciate you guys. We got 51 in here tonight. Thank you guys for tuning in. Let me go check that link and see if it works myself. Maybe I should check that. Let's see here. Ended. Oh, man. Bill. Bill, I need to call Bill right now. Hold on. We're calling Bill.
Yo.
Hey, Bill, we got no giveaway going here.
I know, dude. I just sent you a response. I
Oh, no.
totally forgot.
That's okay. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Yeah.
But I just sent you an email.
All right, hold on. Taking you off speakerphone. You were live there. Go ahead. Email. I'm listening. Okay. He said it's okay. Okay, go ahead.
All right. Tell me when.
Go ahead.
All right. Andy, you're going to open up the email I just sent you, and I was going to save this for tomorrow, but I'll give your guys the first heads up. We are giving away a Solo X next Unmasked.
What?
Live.
That's awesome. They're going to love it. I can't wait to see the comments. Awesome. Awesome.
Yes. Check your email and just run that video.
Perfect. Sounds good. Will do. Thank you so much,
All right.
Bill.
Thank you.
Awesome. Now, if that's not a live show, I don't know what is. All right, let's go check this email out, huh? Shall we? Let's see here. Gmail. Yes, we got to sign into Gmail here. Moving this over top here. Oh. And download. Now, I need to figure out how I'm going to play this, because I actually do have my background music playing over this, so what we might have to do is do something fancy. Oh, here we go. I'm hearing Aaron saying they're here. Let's take a look here. Let me turn up the... Yeah, we need this up here. And then, boom. All right, what do you got to say, Aaron?
They're here! The Solo X12s are here and they're shipping, and we're gonna give one away. So tune in Tuesday at 7:30 to win a Solo X. They're here!
That's
the Solo
awesome.
X12s
Just
are here and
double
they're
verification.
shipping, and we're gonna give one away. So tune in Tuesday at 7:30 to win a Solo X.
That is so cool. How cool of a company? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, man, that's insane. All right, let's get this music back going and audio levels so I'm not blowing out your speakers here. All right. That awkward silence with no background music, I just can't dig. There we go. There we go. So what do you guys think, man? Next Tuesday on the Unmasked show, they are giving away an entire, well, not entire, but L7X. Man, a 12. That's awesome. You know, I can't wait to get my hands on one. I know eventually I will, but you guys are going to be able to win one from Kicker for free. That's awesome. That is so cool. Thank you, Bill. And, you know, I know Bubba is usually the guy I'd be on, and I know a lot of you guys are too. Just let me know if the event ever, or the giveaway does come up. Let me know, guys. Man, that was cool. Thank you, Bill. Appreciate you. And you guys got behind the scenes stuff. That is awesome. Oh, excuse me. Tastes like Taco Bell, but I had Pizza Hut today. Pizza Hut with breadsticks, man. Amazing. Got to. What's going on, HD Phillips? Thank you for tuning in. Tim, this is the guy that I bought the Warhorse off of. What up? No problem, Andy. Glad you are the one that got it. Thank you so much, man. And I told you I was a serious buyer. I'm like, please, I will buy it today. Thank you so much, man. And make sure you tune in and, hey, enter giveaways whenever it works. Appreciate that you are here. Thank you so much, dude. And I will definitely take care of it. Thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. And these guys are awesome. Just they'll know who you are now. Appreciate that you are here. That's so cool. So cool. I told you guys. Yeah, contest is going to work here soon, Arlo. I'm behind on the comments, but hey, I'm catching up. Stormy Young, what is going on? Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate you guys, man. BZEA Arthur. That is awesome, man. Thank you for tuning in, buddy. Appreciate you guys. We got a few new guys and a few regulars coming back. Like Chowders, thank you for tuning in. I can't wait for my Solo X, and I get to visit Kicker next week. That is awesome, and I need to go again. If you can, I would go at least 2 days minimum. There's a lot to see there. Thank you for tuning in. Garrick, what is up? Thank you for hanging out with us, man. Dylan, slapping. Oh, man, you got to be slapping. It's like Troy. He just doesn't like that word, man. I don't know what it is. Alan, what is up? Thank you for tuning in, man. Got a lot of people here tonight. I know it's a Warhorse. I mean, like, come on. It's pretty cool. All right, actually, I need to pull up my thing to make sure it's still working because I made a phone call. Yeah, I figured out it was going to unhook. I have a second camera just for, close-up shots on the Warhorse whenever we do get there, and I just want that running, so we're good to go for that. There we go. We're cool. Awesome. Everyone's saying hello to Bill. How cool is that? They are awesome people to work with. You call this work. And, man, the stuff that they do for you guys and the products they make, it's awesome. Yes, it's a little rigged. Sometimes Bill calls me. He's like, all right, you got to really rig it tonight. You know what I mean? And then it's like, all right, I got you. That's why I wasn't sure if I could put him on speaker or not, Oh, man, 302 Fox, thank you for tuning in. Absolutely, Baba. Real pleasant surprise from Kicker HQ, man. Baba, I know you'll be going there soon, too. Run that beautiful base footage. Hey, can I get a mansion, too? What's going on, Chuck? Thank you for hanging out with us tonight, man. Old friend here. Appreciate you, man. Go Dolphins. Got some comments here from Kicker Club. I do have it set up over here. We got Joseph Keenan. What is up, Dave? Bradshaw, what's going on, man? I see your new plan on your bill with your SPL bill. That's awesome, man. It's just funny. You don't have to be loud to be cool, man. And I know a lot of loud people, and it's just awesome that they watch me. I feel honored. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate you guys. Chris Reddick, I need that Solo X. You know what? I was saying that about the Warhorse. I need that Warhorse. And, man, if you really want something, you just gotta go for it. I never thought I'd get my hands on a Solo X. I would see the spare cones come up on eBay or whatever, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna buy one. Oh, it's just a cone. Ah, no good, no bueno. All right, so let me scroll down here. What is up, Taylor? Thank you for tuning in. Buddy of mine, really good friend, actually, fellow employee. Appreciate you, man. And once you get that merch store, dude, I will be telling the guys, and these guys right here, about the stuff that you're working on. It's awesome stuff, man. All right, this is a good comment. I wonder who's going to be the first to recone an L7X. I believe it. And, it's going to be that one guy just clipping, man, just clipping. And I was talking to Kayla. I'm like, I need a Solo X, whatever I get, and a recone, because you never know, man. And they look pretty cool sitting behind you, no matter who you are. And if you happen to do podcasts, man, it's a win-win. Let's see. Cool. 25, what is going on? Thank you for tuning in. Andy is kicking ass and taking names. Thanks, man. And I don't mind that word with that, because the original Kicker was called the Ass Kicker. That's the only time you're really going to hear me swear on the show, because we keep it PG-13 here. You never know, but man, Chuck, absolutely, man. Keep it kicking with Andy. All right, so let's get to one of the videos that I got. I got a few here, but I got to be talking about stuff. Got to be throwing up super chats. We're here to have a good time, but we want to learn about this Warhorse, and let's talk about it. There's lots of things. Man, it's a lot to unpack. Deviant with the $2 super chat. 35 days till National Live and Loud with Andy Appreciation Day. I am excited. Deviant is counting down the days. Thank you, Deviant. Appreciate you so much, and I can't wait for Live and Loud with Andy Day. SJC, camera for the Kicker couch. What do you mean? We got it on a swivel. There we go. We're all set. That's all we got to do. All right, let me check this giveaway out. Let me see if this giveaway is good to go here, because I want you guys to be able to win some stuff. Nothing yet. Well, if anything changes, I'll let you guys know. Man. All right, let me scroll down. David Bradshaw, I appreciate you looking to come out with a 67 plus without tuning to start. Man, that is a big number to just be like, yep, I'm going to do that. without even putting any 2 cents into it, man. But honestly, I feel the same way. You know, the next big build I do, 160 or bust. It just gotta be. You know what I mean? Like 415s, 318s, or something like that. Just something that's just loud. Absolutely, man. And good luck with that. Mike Hansen, hello. Just watched you clip the new L7 to 40 hertz. That actually was not me. That was a friend on Kicker Club. And you know what? That's what's cool about Kicker Club, that we get to see all the stuff. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, boom, here you go. And that's why I kind of regurgitated here too, because I know you guys tune in for Kicker stuff. Living Loud with Andy, Kicking with Andy, you know the deal. So right, man. But you know what? Just to see that guy actually moving free air, full tilt boogie was awesome. We got to get to the Warhorse, guys. We got to get to the Warhorse. All right, cool. I'm pretty caught up for the most part here. Yeah, thank you, Dave. Christmas is definitely there's going to be a lot of Solo X's underneath your guys' Christmas tree this year, I'm telling you. All right, so we got to first start off with the Warhorse. When did this thing come out? All that kind of fun stuff. Let's watch a video, go in the time machine, and CES. I believe this was 2007 or 8. Let's go. Oh, come on, really? It's because I got this other thing. I got to pull that down. There's no way. That's all right. We'll get there when we get there. Here we go.
Hi, this is John Lomax. 12 Volt News, 12 Volt TV, right here, SEMA 2007, back at you. Here in the Kicker booth with the Big Daddy, the one, the only Warhorse. Aaron Surratt's here to tell us all about it. This is a brand new product for you guys, debuting here at SEMA. Tell us, man, why is this the biggest, the baddest amp on the block right now?
Well, it's the biggest and baddest amplifier because it's the only single channel amplifier out there that's producing as much as 10,000 watts. There's amplifiers out there that are bigger in power, but not out of a single channel. It's either out of a 2-channel amplifier or a 4-channel amplifier. So this is the biggest monoblock amplifier available right now.
That's amazing. All that power has to have a ton of draw, but you're telling me with the efficiency number that you guys are getting with this thing, it's more efficient than stacking up 2 or 3 amps.
Well, definitely. You can actually take 4 of our Class D amplifiers, our 2500.1s, which would be equivalent power, and you're going to have about 1,300 amps of current draw, maybe 1,400, somewhere within that range. With this amplifier, you're only going to have between 700 and 800 amps of current draw, so it's really efficient, and it's a brand new design. That's the reason it's so efficient. It's not a Class AB, it's not a Class D, it's not a Class T. It's a new class of amplifier. We're calling it the Warhorse class because we haven't come up with a name for it right now. But the reason it's so efficient is because with most amplifiers, the power supply section and the amplifier section are 2 different sections, which requires a lot more components, and you lose efficiency that way. The fact that the power supply actually serves as the output device really makes this thing efficient, and it's going to be somewhere within the range of 90 and 93% efficient. Truly 90 to 93% efficient.
That's amazing. 90 percentile efficiency ratings is incredible. Let's take a look at how you've done that in here.
Definitely, man. Let's check it out.
When I first saw this amp, I'm like, what is
now,
that?
as you guys can see, for a big 10,000 watt amplifier, it actually looks pretty simple on the inside. There's not a whole lot of components in there. And it is pretty simple. It's a very simple design. You've actually got a push-pull situation here. You've got 2 different speaker outputs. One serves as a pull and one serves as a push. So you've got to use a dual voice coil subwoofer. You can't use a single voice coil subwoofer. But as you can see, the wires connect right here. 3 1-aught wires for power, 3 1-aught wires for ground, and they dump directly right into the power supply. They don't go into the circuit board because we didn't want it to be current limited. It goes directly right down in here to the power supply, and actually this is your amplification section and this is your output filter. Very simple design, and that's really what makes it so efficient. It's just limited components in the amplifier.
Man, that's a lot of copper in there. I don't know if you can get this, but that is a big chunk of copper. That thing's got to be moving a lot of juice through there.
Definitely. You're talking 10,000 watts of power, so that is going to have some current draw. Like I said, between 700 and 800 amps. You got to have something to be able to pass that current.
Yeah, I tell you what, when we got this thing, we got a sneak peek of this thing in our office, and we opened up the box. It's one of the few products that has actually scared me to touch. You break this thing out, and there's 6 1-aught wires coming out the top of it. This is a beast. the Warhorse is definitely going to make its mark here at SEMA and in the competition scene coming up this next year.
Definitely, man. We hope to do really well with it.
When do you think this is going to be available for the public?
We've been saying January. It should be available at CES, so it should be shipping about that time.
Fantastic. Look out for more on the Warhorse. Aaron, it's been a pleasure, man.
Thank you very much.
We'll see you tonight
man.
at the Big Air Bash.
Sure will.
You're not gonna believe this.
We got to go back to 2007.
I don't believe it.
Yeah, I think we need to go back, you know, just because, man, the efficiency alone and just the technology that Kicker was able to do with this amplifier and make it, you know, as powerful as it was back then, it just didn't happen. And even Aaron was saying, you know, they had multiple channel amplifiers, but this was the loudest or most powerful amplifier on as a mono channel amplifier. I would love to see what else they had back then, but even then, it's just not going to be as efficient as the Warhorse is and was. Oops, hit that button too many times. Awesome stuff. But man, I want to dive deeper into this. I have a great Sam video, Bear Vids. It's amazing, and it actually shows you how this amplifier works on an O-scope. See, I don't have to have the thing running to do an awesome video on this, so make sure you guys just hang out. It's going to be great. Got to get to it. One step at a time. Sorry about the little trips and bumps in the road here with the stuff, but it's working. It's running good. What is going on? Jake, man said have to use the dual voice coil. I mean, you could use a single voice coil, but it's just going to go up. But why is that? What do you mean by that? How does that work? And you know what? Let's just get to it before, you know, we lose anybody. We don't want to lose a single person because this is great information here. The next video that I have here is Sam actually explaining the Warhorse and how it works. Now, right before we get to this video, I do actually want to show you, you know, the actual MSRP. I don't know if this is 100% accurate, but a $10,000 amplifier back in 2008, 2007 era, man, that is insane, and I'm sure you could have got a little bit cheaper. Who knows if that price is right, but you know what? It makes what I paid feel even better. An amazing amplifier, and I actually have this blog in the description of, you know, pretty much anywhere you're watching this, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch. It's in the description. Really good stuff where you could just go kind of, you know, nuts, nerd out on this stuff and learn, you know, everything. I could go a little bit into it, but I was like, you know what? This is something that you're going to want to read on your own because some stuff you're going to understand, the other stuff you're just not. But it's very in-depth of how this amplifier kind of works, the DSP chip that's involved to make the switching happen. What do you mean switching? We're going to get to that. And that's where this amplifier is so cool. It's just an amazing amp where it's so different than anything that's ever been designed, and the efficiency, it's almost as good as a space heater, and we know how efficient those are. It's just insane. And there's some amp gut picks, and I'm going to show you mine before we end the show. It's going to be fun. I actually got one just sitting right there. You know what I mean? This is great. Now, I don't know how they actually tested this. Maybe they actually did. I know there's a way to test it. I was talking to Adam. But I do know that, you know, you can look at the rail voltage. And in this article here, it actually says about how there's 141 volts whenever you would, you know, set your gain with a multimeter. That's, you know, that's your voltage of what you're going to see on there. Now, if it works on the multimeter or not, I don't know, because of how this amplifier works. There is no per se output section. It is just the power supply, and it switches back and forth. It's really insane how this works, but to measure that is, I don't know enough. But either way, they got some numbers here. They even did it at 12.5 volts. And, you know, just the efficiency alone, even though, you know, I'm sure Kicker can get more efficient results, testing differently, whatnot, still in the 88, 89, almost 90% efficient. That is just kind of unheard of, especially at a lower impedance, and especially for the time. It was just really, really, really insane. And the manual I do want to go over, just for the simple fact, there's this one part in here that I just thought was incredible. Again, this is listed in the description if you want to go check it out, or you just go to kicker.com and go to what was it, the not the support, but if you go down to, yeah, I think it's contact us support, and then there's something else. It just shows like pretty much manuals, and you can look up anything, amplifiers, subwoofers, anything Kicker's ever made. It's going to have a manual in there. And here's the WX10K. And what I wanted to show was not so much wiring the woofer. I mean, we can get into that. If you go down here, the way to wire this is not how it looks. It's just not. You got, you know, 2 going here, 2 going there, and these are going there because you can't just wire it in parallel in series and just tap it together. These go into coil 1 and coil 2. That's it on the outside of the amplifier. And I'm going to have Sam explain it all, and then we'll talk about mine after that video is over. But the one part that I wanted to talk about is this adjustable limit control. Let me see if I can zoom in here just on this one part right here. Okay, now we got to scroll down here. All right, adjustable limit control. Can you guys see that? There we go. The limiter adjusts the max RMS output of the Warhorse. If your vehicle's charging system is inadequate to provide the full power of the WX series amplifier, adjust the limiter clockwise to reduce the amplifier's power consumption and maintain an operational level that will protect your subwoofers from damage. If the volt LED, the low volt LED is on, the amplifier is frequently shutting down to under voltage. Try turning the limiter control clockwise. And that's this guy right here. This is the limiter adjuster. Literally, you can tell people I set my gain halfway on this amp, and it's not messing with your input signal. It's not messing with your gain of like your noise floor or anything like that. If whenever you're just trying to crank the gain up to get louder or turn it down to be quieter, you might be taking away some dynamics in your amplifier by doing vice versa. This is going to keep your gain set the same because your gain's over here. That's an entirely different thing. And then you got your literally power adjuster. It's like a bass knob built into the amp that doesn't mess with any. I think that is just the coolest thing about this amplifier, other than how efficient it is, how loud it is. It's just insane. But without further ado, let's get to, let me see if there's any comments. Let me read these, see if there's anything that I missed. Let's go full bridge, push-pull design, and that's what's so cool about this amplifier. You need to cut some of Chris' plants in half to plant behind Cookie Monster. I know, it's getting kind of crazy over here. I might just try some different plants. Alright, let me see. Giveaway still isn't working. I know, Bobby, I don't know what's going on. Maybe that's why they're giving away a L7X on Tuesday. I don't know. Maybe that's why. Alright, let's see. Bobby, you're on it. Let me know when it's working. Well, that just means you guys got to hang out till the end to enter for the giveaway, you know? Dave Bradshaw, who had the loudest build back then using these? I don't know. I have no idea, honestly, in the competitive scene. I have a friend that's from a different country that has 4 of them, and he's going to be running a bunch of Solo X18s with them. I think 6 18s, yeah, and a 6 order. But I don't know if I'll ever see that in person. And over here and back in the day, I just don't know. The man to ask would be probably Jeremy Brown from Kicker. He would know probably more than anybody. Especially with this amplifier. I was really contemplating of getting one of them on here about this. Yes, it's always ribbed anyway. That's what Bill's really doing. He's got to rib it and rig it. All right, cool. So let's get to Sam's video about how this amplifier actually works. It's really good video. If you've seen it, I get it, but you might not have seen this video. I'm telling you guys. Here we go. Let's do it.
Andy, kicking it with 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 Andy.
All right, Sam, you got this.
So, they are unique in the way that they create a sine wave. I haven't seen any other car audio amplifiers that work in this way. The first thing that is different to normal car audio amplifiers is that there is no power supply and output section separated. It is just one big thing. And what this amplifier is doing is, rather than creating high voltage rail voltages for an output section to then put a sine wave in between, What this is doing is it's actually oscillating a sine wave onto the 12 volts input. So it literally takes 12 volt on ground as its rails and oscillates a sine wave in Class D sort of architecture. I'll get to that in a minute. And it puts a sine wave on between the positive and negative rails, and then just boosts the voltage up to something high enough using these great big MF transformers in order to drive a speaker up to 10,000 watts. So at 12 volts worth of sine wave, there is horrendous amounts of current available, and after you've stepped up the voltage, then the voltage is then increased and the current is decreased. But yeah, really interesting design. Now the thing that I said, this is not like a normal Class D amplifier. It's not a Class D in the sense of the word. The way that this creates a sine wave is it actually splits the sine wave in half, and you'll get to see this on the scope in a minute, so hang around. What it's doing is it's taking the bottom half of the sine wave and the top half of the sine wave and splitting it down the middle. One side of the amplifier deals with the bottom half of the sine wave. The other half of the amplifier deals with the top half of the sine wave. And they don't merge them back together. Literally, on the outputs, you have voice coil number 1 and voice coil number 2. If you scope voice coil number 1 on the scope, all you see is the bottom half of the sine wave line, bottom half line, bottom half line. And on this one, all you see is top half line, top half line. So that's why you can only use this amplifier to drive a dual voice coil subwoofer. With a regular amplifier and dual voice coil subwoofer, your wires here are connected to the amplifier, and both coils on here receive a full sine wave, and both of these coils will be working at the same time as each other, and you'll have the same sine wave on both voice coils. However, on the Warhorse, what you're doing is you're asking one voice coil to pull the cone in, and then it stops working, it turns off, and then the other voice coil pulls the cone out, like this. So side 1 of the amplifier is doing this, and side 2 of the amplifier is doing this. So as a result, both voice coils never work at the same time. There's always one that's on and one that's off. Now, I'm sure many people will be thinking about the tiny differences in that compared to a regular amplifier. Having one voice coil off for half of the cycle, does that improve cooling? Maybe, maybe not, but it will be minimal either way. It's just a different way of driving the dual voice coil speaker, splitting the sine wave in half and asking the two voice coils to do separate things, one push and one pull. I'm sure there have been instances with the Kicker Warhorse where people haven't realized this. They haven't maybe taken note of voice coil 1, voice coil 2, hook this up, maybe hook this one up to one woofer, hook this up to another woofer, and it'll just sound like junk because each woofer will only be receiving half of the sine wave. Right, so enough chit chat. I'm going to actually show you this on the scope screen now. These amplifiers, just another note, you cannot run them with a signal without dummy loads or some kind of load on the speaker outputs. It goes bananas if you try. So always run these amplifiers with a load connected, either a dummy load if you're not running it in the system, just on the bench, or with your subwoofers connected. Never leave subwoofers disconnected from this amp and power it up. It does not like it. Okay, sine wave is present. Now, at first glance, you might think, oh, it looks like a pretty normal looking sine wave. But hang on, there's a line in the middle. You don't usually have this line down the center. It's usually just a nice sine wave.
425.
And the reason you've got this line down the center is if I remove one of the channels, I've got my two channels hooked up to voice coil 1 and voice coil 2, you can see there that channel 1 is just the top half of the sine wave. And then channel 2 is just the bottom half of the sine wave. And you can bring the two apart so you can see exactly what I mean. There we go. So there is a cut-off there between the two sine waves, and that is audible through the woofer if you put your ear close to it, or if your subwoofer can produce sort of high-ish kind of frequencies, you'll be able to hear that. Whoop. So yeah, pretty interesting amplifier design, and
It's
as
insane.
far as I'm aware, these guys are the only ones to do it like this. Let's zoom right in on that crossover point there. So you can see that, yeah, it's not directly smooth. There is a small gap there. So yeah, that'll definitely be audible. And there's a little ramp up there. It's not quite perfect. And you can also see there's some Class D sort of noise coming in there. See that frequency? That's what frequency this is kind of oscillating at to create the sine wave. It's building up in steps like that. You can see that on there. So yeah. I mean, for driving a subwoofer in an SPL application, it's perfectly fine. You're not going to notice any different. It'll get loud, it'll sound fine, but yeah, not for your SQ head type applications at all. Well, other things worth noting, this has a pretty sophisticated protection circuit. It has, okay, you can see it's going to tell you whether it's protecting from under voltage, over voltage, over temperature, short on the output speaker terminals, or if it detects another short inside, some problem with the amplifier itself, it'll throw the service light. And it's all controlled by DSP chip, so yeah, pretty cool. So there you have it, quick little rundown of a Kicker Warhorse.
Kicking it with Andy.
That video broke down the Warhorse really in the best way of just how the push and pull technology kind of works. And you can see on that O-scope where it literally only puts out that top part of the wave. It's just kind of insane how that stuff works. The whole amp and just the technology that it had. I know 25 said, hey, it might have been a little bit ahead of its time, which I think it was. Kicker really is. Even the Q amps, Q-class amplifiers, way ahead of their time with the DSP and everything that they had built in. And this amplifier has a DSP in it as well. And shoot, man, I'm about to go walk over there and show you guys my Warhorse and just talk about it, man, because it's already 40 minutes into the show. I appreciate everyone that's here. What's going on, Darrell? Appreciate you, man. Man, it's so cool to have you here watching my show, and it's just, it means a lot, man. Thank you so much, dude. I appreciate you. Really do. And you know, people may say it's not great for sound quality. I can say, I can't say that I've never heard it yet, but I might hear it tomorrow. I actually have the missing pieces to it coming to my doorstep tomorrow, so hopefully I can give it a go. And then I'll do a little update video for you guys. I'll let you know how I do. But honestly, you probably won't hear that pop. And if you hear that pop, you're playing it on the wrong system. Just because this is meant for SPL. That's what this amplifier is meant to do. All right, cool. William, you're late, but you know what? It's never too late. Thank you for tuning in, man. Hey, Kicker Unmasked with our host, Living Loud with Andy. You're a rock star. Keep doing what you're doing. Appreciate you, William. Man, you're awesome. Thank you for tuning in. And you know what? I got to think of something here. All right. We'll do it towards the end. I gotta do something. I got to. Oh, too many things going on here. Because what we're gonna do is we're gonna go walk over there to that side of the room and we're gonna go check out the Warhorse. Cool. So let me get my audio all set up and we'll be set. You should be able to hear me through the mic. Let me know if I sound pretty good, guys. And I will turn this background down and boom. Corsair. Boom. Money. We are flying at 30,000 feet. Please remain seated and seatbelts locked at all times. Thank you for the riding the Kicker Express. You know, it's always popping. Turn mic up a bit. I can't. I'm talking too quiet. Thank you, Bill. Appreciate you guys. SJC, what is up? I did not spill a little bit of water by the computer 5 minutes before the stream. I swear to goodness. Thank you for tuning in, man. Appreciate that you're here. All right, cool. Let's go do this. I'm going to unhook this phone. Okay. Cool. Let's go do it. Walk with me. Got the casting couch, of course, the Kicker casting couch, you know, only for car audio gear. And then over here we have the Warhorse amplifier. And I'm going to pull up my second phone here so we can actually look at it up close if we need to. And I'll have that going alongside over here if I need it. Alright, so let me check out everything, make sure we're good. Alright, everything looks like it's in frame. Audio's working. Cool. What's going on, Matt Stark? Thank you for tuning in with us tonight. Appreciate you guys. Really do. That doesn't start. That's the after show, Jake. Andy was making it rain. You know what? That's what happens. You know, it makes the fish tank overflow just a little bit. I know, this thing, I was telling Kayla, I don't know if this is going to fit. You know, I literally, as you can see, the computer is sitting on a subwoofer box because there's not enough room. This thing is massive. It is literally 37 inches by, I believe, 17, and it's a good 3 to 4 inches tall. Like this thing, I brought this, you know, Bullfrog 100 just sitting there to compare the size. Like it's just massive. I mean, we got a 100, we got a 400, and it still dwarfs them. It's massive. It really is. And it's heavy. 68 pounds, 10,000 watts at 2 ohms, 4,000 watts at 4 ohms. But let's talk about this amplifier and look at the guts. I want to show you guys everything that's going on here. And let me pull up my second camera so we have that. All right, we got the wide lens going, but I need it this way so you don't see my big thumb. And then I need to go and do one of these. Pull this down here. Okay, perfect. Come on, work with me. Is it gonna work? There we go. Okay, it doesn't work for that, but it works for that. That's fine. That works. Awesome. Dave, thank you for the $20 super chat. Appreciate you, man. Oh yeah, don't forget to hit the like. Thank you so much, Dave. Man, means so much, dude. Means so much. And this guy's always telling you guys to hit the like. All right, so down here we got all your switches. And I think this is the most interesting part because up here, you know, you got your 3 1-aught inputs over here. Like this thing is just insane of the amount of power that this thing requires. You know, like it's just, I'm scared. I am scared. Just because it is intimidating. It's huge. I know someone, I think it was VC, was asking me, compare it to a banana. I mean, that's my hand. I'm not 7 foot tall, but I mean, this is a big amplifier. It's really big. That's all I can say. It's huge. Yes, Dakota. Yes. All right, cool. Yeah, and then what I can do is I can switch back and forth. And all right, that's working like it's supposed to. It was just a lot going on here. Let me scroll down. 67 pounds. SJC, only a PC built by me could do what he is doing. Man, everything is running good. You guys made this stream into something, man. You really did. Thank you, SJC. Awesome. Thank you, Dylan. That's weird. It's not. Okay, cool. Let me scroll back down here so I'm not missing anything. Again, Dave, thank you for the super chat. Yeah, see the banana. Yeah, come on, man. We buy bananas and we don't even get to see them at, like, by the time we get in the door, they're all gone. The kids eat them all. Bill, good question. So what electrical wise will you use to power it in your car? Right now, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be running it on 2 JY HP40s. I'm actually going to take the one out of the Pilot and throw it in Cookie Monster, and then the Pilot's going to get this Limitless that I have sitting around, Cyber 12K, but I need a lot more than just that. So I'm going to use 2 JY HP40s. That should hold me over with one 320 amp alternator. But honestly, I'm not clamping that much power because, yeah, I'm going to be at 2 ohms, which is, you know, what the amp is the lowest impedance you can run this at. With your box rise and all, of course you could run it lower. But could you play music? And that kind of works with any amplifier. But honestly, with one Solo X18, I'm not going to be pushing this thing full tilt boogie. You know, I'm probably going to see anywhere from 3 to 4 ohms, and that's about it. Now that's probably 6,000 to 7,000 watts down to 4,000. But do I need all that on one Solo X18? Not really. Probably need 2,000 to 4,000 and maybe more on a burp. It's just nice to have that unlimited headroom, especially for SPL. And because this is going in my car for Slamology, we're doing a few tweaks on the box. Let's just say that. All right, cool. Let me see what else I missed here. Appreciate you guys all tuning in. Andy and Soundman just one step closer, making it rain. I was watching his video today with the JLs. Mike Craner, what is up? Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate you, man. It is sexy. Bubba, you think Andy giving that up? Dave, this I gotta see. Oh, there's no way. I'm not giving this one away, guys. The CXA 400.1 was hard enough. A Warhorse? I don't think I could do it. There's just no way. It's definitely a powerhouse. All right, let me show you guys this amp now. Let me pull this one. Well, we could do solo, or we could do second cam full. But see, I'm a lot bigger. I thought I had that different. Maybe it was like that. Nope, not like that. Was it like this? See, it's still not working, but then maybe I gotta do one of these, huh? Nope, still not working. That's weird. I had it working before. All right, cool. Just so you guys can see what I'm doing, and you can see like the amplifier. I mean, that works. All right, now what's so unique about this right here is, see if you can see that pretty good. Awesome. So you can see the power, the net, the low voltage, the high voltage. I know someone was asking how much volt, what's the highest volt on this. I don't know. I'm gonna say probably in the 15 range, nothing crazy high. And the X bandwidth, you can actually, I believe you can put a pass band on this. Yeah, because, well, there's infrasonic and then there's low pass, high pass, or low pass, because infrasonic's like a high pass. Anywho, I don't know. There's just a lot to this amplifier. Again, I have everything listed in the manual on the description, but it shows you if you're, you know, running high temperature too. You got a temperature sensor. All these things light up right there. Oh, we can see a little better now. Cool. Thank you, camera, for focusing. And it has a controller module where you can actually control this thing just like the SX amplifiers that I talked about last Friday. It was maybe it was Friday before, Tuesday before, I forget which. When we talked about the SX 700.4 and the SX 1250, that was Friday because Bubba was missing. And those had the VIA remote controls as well, where you could run that up to the front of the car if you like. And then obviously you have your gain, your bass boost, your high pass, which is just your subsonic, and then you got your low pass, and then your limit adjuster, that thing that I was telling you about with the power. It's just insane. It's just insane that this amplifier just had all that kind of fancy stuff, you know, just back then. And this thing is a competition amplifier. And again, guys, how much electrical do you need on this thing? Man, you just turn that limiter down. I mean, you could run this on stock electrical. Just keep the limiter down. Do I advise that? Probably not. Probably not. All right, cool. So let me open this guy up and we'll go from there. All right, cool. I was gonna get a prop for this camera, but honestly, what I can do, as long as I don't unplug everything. Come on, guys. Can we do it? Can we do it? Can we do it? Can we do it? All right, that's perfect. Would you look at that? Would you just look at that? Oh, that's why the top is cut off on the camera on my computer here. I wonder why. It's something with the ratio. That's okay. I just can't see how many people that are watching. It's all right. All right, so let's open this guy up. There's the beef. I don't think you're going to find much more beef out of a Kicker amplifier until the new Warhorses come out. Oh, did I say Warhorses? Oops. So we got the Kicker WX 10,000.1 from Stillwater Designs. Let me go over this way so I can do one of these, huh? Yeah, we can be all fancy with this. Oh yeah, let's do it. All right, and then we can go, boom. Get a nice close-up shot of all the internals in here. Got all your capacitors in the back. This is just insane right here. This is just, man, can you say copper? Just amazing of the thickness of what's going into this amplifier here. There's the DSP chip that Sam was talking about here, and you can see where they have all the lights. Look at the lights on the back there, how it lights up. It's like something, something that was like in my toys in the 90s. You know how it made things light up? Just look at that. It's so different. So different than what they do nowadays with just LEDs and everything in the back of it. You know, the whole PCB board. Just awesome. 2008, September 5th. And then these giant transformers. These remind me of what's just, you know, in a lot of, I don't even know how you would say it. Maybe slash amplifiers. I don't know. It's just, I always see them in amplifiers that are pretty strong where they just have like a ton of, what is it called? They fight box rise, if you want to call it that, you know? In good amplifiers, it just, you know, they're sturdy. And I don't know. I don't know enough about amplifiers. I really don't. But it's just really cool to see this thing up close, and man, to just have them. It's the coolest thing ever, man. It really is. All right, let me see what kind of comments we got here. See if I missed any super chats or anything going crazy. Appreciate you guys so much, man. Tonight's been a little hectic with a few things, but we're making it through. Warhorse Kicker. Andy, nope. 1605. Definitely a powerhouse. Garrick, definitely 100%, man. Charlie. Great find, Annie. That's an awesome amp. Dude, I never thought I'd have one. This thing is just insanely massive. Like, it's just huge. And it makes you want to just look at it. No joke. Alright, let's see. Can we go there? I love this little tripod mechanism that I got going on here. I can do all kind of fancy stuff with the GoPro and the second camera. It works really good. And, alright, cool. Let's see here. I know I missed a few comments, but that's what this show is about. We're here to have fun, talk about the Warhorse. If you guys got any questions, you know, I just don't know enough about amplifier design to be like, okay, this is what this does, and this is why this amp is so different. And that's why I had to get the videos with Sam explaining it on the O-scope of just how this thing works, where there is no output section. Well, there is, but it's just, it's connected to the input section in a way, and it literally takes that 12-volt input and racks up the voltage, and instead of that going in, well, that would be how your output normally would be, where it just amplifies things. It takes the lower voltage and makes higher voltage into a sine wave, and there is no thermal loss because there's one less step. You're just skipping a step and be like, all right, well, here we go. Here's just full tilt boogie. And then the DSP is like, okay, I want this part and I want this part. And then it all does that simultaneously at 24,000, I don't even know, frames a second, I guess. I don't know, 24,000 hertz frequency switches 24,000 times in a second to be able to do this and make music by switching that input and output, going back and forth from coil 1 and coil 2 of the up and the down and the up and the down, and then still make it sound like music. And it's just insane. This amplifier is one of a kind. It really is. I'm just happy to ever get my hands on one, man. It's literally insane. Lil Craner, that amp is my age. That is insane. I am not getting old whatsoever. Appreciate you, man. We got both the Craners in here tonight. High dampening, you know, the dampening factor on this, I can imagine. I don't know. I just know Kicker does well with dampening factors. Were those bridgeables? Heck no. Dennis, no. Just because, you know, I mean, it's a Class D, I guess. I don't even know. It's not. But is it full bridge? I think it is. But it's not just any full bridge. That's the problem. You know, I just don't know enough. I really don't. I don't want to say something that's wrong. But I know it's not bridgeable. There's no way. The only thing, it's like you really have to take, you know, let me just pull up a speaker here. This is going, okay. Has this got a single jingle? Oh, of course. The one I pick up, yeah, it's triangle, but it's only got one coil. That's not going to help us. We need two. We need two coils. We got two coils. I got a 15 over there. Ah, here we go. This might work. Alright, we got a Solo X18 just sitting here. Another one. Got a few of these. So you have coil 1, coil 2. Let's see. Let me take off the coil basket here. Don't you dare judge the color of my coil. It is actually covered with some extra resin, so it handles more heat than normal. I don't know. It seems to work. So on the Solo X's here, it actually shows, and most subwoofers do, it'll say coil 1, coil 2, and you literally just have to go coil 1 and coil 1, which would be here. Coil 1 and coil 1, red and hot, would go on one side, and then the other one would go on the other side, and it's just because this side is literally, they're wound together, but one's getting a current just to go up. So if you would have one hook up, one coil hooked up to it, all you would do is the sub would stay at 0 and then go up and then drop and then up and then drop, rather than going up and then down and then back to 0. That's the difference, and that's the craziest stuff. And it works. It somehow works, man. It really does. So would that be bridgeable, you know, or bridgeable or strappable? No. It just wouldn't work, and if you tried to do anything like that, maybe the speaker just wouldn't move at all, because then you're fighting it. I don't know. Big D had V2. I don't know if there was a version 2. I don't know. I'm guessing this is version 1. It's pretty old. It's not, because I don't know when they discontinued the Warhorse here. I know they discontinued the Solo X in 2012, so I'd imagine this would be right around the same time. We'll definitely go into it more. I mean, this is going to be in my car for Slamology, believe it or not. But I'll definitely be going over this thing, and as soon as I get those Anderson connectors, I'll fire this thing up and give you a little video, a little SQ demo video. Strappable. Now, either way, I mean, strappable, bridgeable, same thing, right? Just you're either doing it inside the amp or on the outside. Same thing. Sort of. Baba, look at the bottom left of the main PCB, Andy. Bottom left. Oh, yeah, this part. Let's see. Let's get this guy going, and boom. Oh, reversion 2.5. Okay, so that's what you guys are talking about. So 31208, and then this one says 9/5/2008. So I don't know the difference. Man, I'm gonna have to ask one of the guys at Kicker what the difference is between that. I don't know. I'm kind of confused on the difference there. All right, cool. Let's get the other camera going. You don't have to see me shaking this camera around. Yeah, spin you around and around. Bingo. Same as Big D's. Yeah, I don't know if there's a difference, or, you know, maybe that's just how they named it on the amplifier, and that was the actual production. They went through, you know, quite a few, you know, iterations. I don't know. I got it, Deviant. I got it. Kibo. Andy really got that when he toured Kicker. He just had to wait to show it off, so it didn't look sus. Yeah, we just, I told Aaron, I said, would you look at that? And then he just turned, and I just took the whole Warhorse. If you go to the museum, it might be missing. No, I'm just kidding. Picked this up off of Tim. Drove all the way out to Columbus, Ohio. About 3 hours, a little over 3 hours for me. Worth every penny, man. And man, I'm just excited to just have this and use this. And people are going to see this with the Solo X18 and Cookie Monster. I mean, it's like yin and yang, man. It's just like they go together. They do. You know, they're a little bit opposite. I don't know. Same, you know what I mean? Come on, man. 55 people watching. Thank you, Basehead30. Appreciate you always tuning in. I can't even see how many people are watching because for some reason the ratio is all screwed up on StreamYard, but that's okay over here. Works for me. Thank you so much for letting me know, and that is the word on the street. Thank you, Deviant. Larry, you missed it. He literally made the listing. I think it was like maybe the day before. Like it was really, really quick that I jumped on it. I know, you know what? I did miss a few of these shots here. Let me pull up the camera one more time. On the FET side here, it looks like these are the MOSFETs, I guess. Yeah, MOSFETs. And then over here, there's, I think that's the MOS. I don't know what these are right here. Yeah, they look like MOSFETs. Yeah, they just got them like covered in like an extra casing too. Like, you know what I mean? Like they're not just glued onto the back. Like when they put this amplifier together, man, they really They really took their time on designing it. It's just, you know, it's not much to look at, but it's just beautiful. It's really something to look at, if that makes sense. Not much to look at, but when you do, it's a lot to take in. All right, cool. Let me, I think we're good over here, and then we can do the little walkie walk. Okay, we're moving, we're moving, we're moving. Cool. How'd that work? Pretty good? Good enough. Cool. Let me pull this down here. Cool, cool, cool. 64 people in here. Sweet. You guys are awesome. All right, let's switch headphones, because I believe we're done on that side of the room. We're already an hour and 5 minutes in. You guys are awesome. I love you guys. Let me switch everything over here. Come on, where'd you go? Oh, right there, of course. First one. You big dummy. You know, that amp is just killer. It really is. Really is. Noisy. Geez, iPhones, man, they're terrible with autocorrect. They really are. Okay, so. What we're going to do is, unfortunately, there is no, can't multitask. There is no Kicker giveaway tonight, unfortunately, but I'm going to do my own giveaway to make up for it. And we're going to give away anything, any t-shirt that you want and decal on my Living Loud with Andy merch store. Just let me know. I will contact you. But let's do a giveaway via StreamYard here, just real quick, so the people that are watching get a chance to win something. And I'm sure it was just a mistake on Kicker. It happens, man. Those guys are doing a bunch of stuff. So yeah, it's too late to enter, guys. Sorry. We got a different giveaway, but make sure you tune in as well on next Tuesday to win that L7X Solo X. That's going to be, I mean, I think that makes up for it, don't you think? Plus, let's do a t-shirt. Let's do a t-shirt here. So what we're going to do, I got to get a keyword. I'm going to have you guys type that in, and we will do we're gonna have to change that one. We'll go perfect. All right, let me pull my screen back up. Chris 25. Warhorse giveaway. You know, that's funny you say that. Just kidding. We're not giving away the Warhorse. But to win, enter Warhorse 23. Let's see here. I'm still on the way. Warhorse 23 to enter to win any t-shirt from my merch store. Give you guys a few minutes on that. Here, I'll type it down here, so you don't have to type. There we go. Should have put a little dash in between there, but that's good enough. Well, might as well now that I'm in there. You know, the StreamYard works pretty well. It's just hard doing it when you're all by yourself. Usually that's Bill Frog or Jeremy doing this stuff. All right, cool. Now we can just move along here, and you guys can see what's going on. Just type in Warhorse 23 to win the t-shirt. You got 5 minutes to enter. We got 21 people that entered. You can do this on Facebook, YouTube, wherever you're watching this. StreamYard will collect your comment, and after you win, I'm gonna need your email, or if I know you, we'll just talk in the Discord. But either way, I'll have you shoot me an email, livingloudwithandy@gmail.com. We'll get that going and get you what you want. You can pick any t-shirt you want, and decal. We'll get that going. Dennis, it's too late to enter. No, I'm just kidding. I had to do it to one of you guys. Scott Reynolds. War Pony 23. That's I think that's close enough. You know, that would be cute if they called, like, if they had like a 1,000 watt amplifier that was like this big, you know, like the size of like a Street Series 7 that was 1,000 watts or 2,000 watts, and called it the Little Pony, the War Pony. That would be crazy. All right, cool. Tim, I feel bad. The kicker giveaway, this is a first. We've never had the giveaway not happen. So this is a first. Hopefully you win something. Appreciate you for watching. Heck of a show tonight, man. You know, we have fun here. This is what we do. Sometimes we do live amp dynos. We just talk about stuff, or I don't know. It goes all over the place. But you know what? I was like, if I can have you here, that'll be great. I appreciate it, man. Not Slim One. You know what? Close enough. I'm sure StreamYard will understand. Cornut. Awesome. Let me see. I wonder if there's anything I missed at the bottom here. I gotta admit, though, it's kind of weird. Usually at this point, I'm sitting here, you know, rigging some stuff, and I don't get to do any rigging tonight. I'm kind of sad, you know. See? Speak of the devil. Super rigged. You know what? Not tonight, man. Unfortunately. It's okay. But I mean, next Tuesday on Mash Show, it's going to be great. It's going to be great. You guys had any questions before we do the giveaway? We got 26 people that entered. Just awesome. Keep going, guys. If you guys got any questions about the Warhorse or anything Kicker or anything Unmasked, anything, why I keep looking at the wrong camera, any question, drop it now. Candy's usually the one, you know, she's sitting over there, but I guess she was busy doing something. I'm not exactly sure. Couldn't make it tonight. You know what? Usually she's in charge of the giveaways too, so maybe that's why. I don't know. I can't. Warhorse 23. Garrick. $50 watts at 1 ohm. That was probably the original Warhorse back in 1973, and that thing was a tank. Oh, while we're waiting here, I do have something cool I could show you guys. Let me scroll out of here. Boom. Check this out. Art from Dub Team himself. I'm not exactly sure what kind of design this is going to go on, what kind of like t-shirt or hoodie or something. I don't know. But this thing is awesome. Dub, thank you so much, man. You do amazing work. I love you, man. Keep it up. And that is the coolest thing ever. You're making me want to bust out J5s, because he's actually got, well, that's the wrong side. J5, he actually has the, you know, like the utility toolbox instead of the laser too. I just like the laser because it's more, you know, it's J5, you know. Awesome, cool. We got 28. Let's do the giveaway. Let's do it. Cool. Forever hold your peace. And ooh, Chowders, congratulations. Wrong camera again. Congratulations, man. Just give me a message on Facebook since I got you there, and just pick out whatever t-shirt you want, man, and sticker, and I will be sending that to your door. Thank you, everyone that entered. Man, I'm sorry about the kicker giveaway not really happening tonight and everything, but It happens. I get it. I was gonna message Bill because I was up here 4 or 5 hours earlier before the stream, and yeah, I seen that it wasn't there, and I'm like, maybe he'll do it last second. And I knew I should have said something, but it's okay. It's okay. And hey, L7X this Tuesday, it's gonna be crazy. And please, if you're watching now and you're not subscribed, subscribe, just because this Warhorse is going into my Eclipse, the one you see on all these pictures and all these fancy things over here, and it's going to be insane. And that's Slamology. It's going to be great. And I just want to say thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. Bobby B didn't even get to throw up any of the fancy Bobby B things tonight.
Uncle Bobby B, baby. Uncle Bobby B.
And I got one for Jake too, but I think Jake dipped. It's okay. Thank you, Basehead. Donald, Rickett. I know. Sorry, guys. It happens. Not really. This is the first time, so it doesn't happen. Doesn't. Bill, I'm calling you after. We have a talk. We have a talk coming. So I probably won't be able to make Pebbles Peep after show, but I love you guys, and I appreciate you guys so much for watching. This has been an amazing show with just the Warhorse, and there's so much more I could go into it and stuff, but maybe Friday. Maybe Friday we can do a live demo of it. We'll have to put that in that limited power limp mode, right? So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'm going to play that original intro. I love it. It's so cool with the Warhorse original commercial, and I will catch you guys at the caboose. Thank you guys so much for watching Kicking with Andy and hanging out with Kicker and doing all this kind of fun stuff that we do. Awesome episode on the Warhorse, and make sure you guys tune in next Tuesday at Kicker YouTube for the Unmasked show, for an L7X giveaway. Come on, man. Let's do it. I will see you guys at the caboose. Stay living loud.
In a world of mobile audio, 1 amp will dominate. Decades of anticipation, from inception to creation. 68.8 pounds of fuel. $10,000 watts of brutal, dominating power. Introducing the Kicker Warhorse WX 10,000.1. Kicker Warhorse WX 10,000.1. The most powerful and efficient monaural amplifier in mobile audio, found anywhere in the world. Only one,
L7X12
the Kicker Warhorse WX 10,000.1. Revolutionary patent-pending signal-modulated design amplifies audio signal directly, therefore eliminating power-wasting elements found in conventional designs. Specifically designed for competition, only driving extremely high-power rated speakers. There's only one. Warhorse WX 10,000.1. Unconventional and unrivaled. It's earth-shaking, deep, bottom in. Designed and crafted using the highest quality components available. A circuit board 50% thicker than industry standard for the strongest foundation.
Nope, this is it, Baba. Caboose is coming.
Get ready to
The train
rock
is
your
leaving.
world with 10,000 RMS true watts by one output. Sheer raw power. Kicker's
I don't think it was
Warhorse
Ernie.
WX 10,000.1. 70 square millimeters of solid copper bus bars for optimal current transfer. Robust 50 ampere Anderson speaker connectors. 4 high-density compact planar transformers for reliable, efficient, and consistent RMS operation. Power and drive extremely high-rated speakers without banks of bulky, heavy amplifiers. Only one. The Kicker Warhorse WX 10,000.1. 10,000 watts of brutal, dominating power. Kicker's Warhorse WX 10,000.1.
I love that Warhorse commercial. I can watch it over and over and over again, and I edited it just to make it a little bit not clippy. I'm going to throw that up on the channel after the show too, but I got to call Bill first. I got to figure out what was going on. And Bubba, thank you so much for the $5 super chat for the El Fuego search party. El Fuego, we hope you're doing well, man, and man, speedy recovery. I know it's slow and steady, but we need to turn up that gain or the limiter just a little bit, man. And Cornut, thank you, man. $2 super chat. This guy is throwing pennies. I had to throw it up. I was going to do it first for Jake, but then Jake dipped. We got a $2 super chat penny thrower now. Cornut, $10 super chat. Thank you so much, man. And Baba, $5 for the Ashy. Where is Ashy? Yep. He's going to have to rewatch. Deviant with a $2 super chat. But wait for Fuego, and then Bubba comes in for the King Dub search party. Where is Dub? Dub is MIA, and we had 70 people watching tonight. I miss you guys. I love you, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bubba's taking it.